So recently, Hiro Mashima had announced that on top of his new series that I believe begins serialization in June, he would also be a consultant for a fairy tale sequel. I know I'm late to the party on this one, but I wanted to kind of give my thoughts, just what I think about a potential fairy tale sequel, just my overall opinion about it. Now, I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. Like if you're genuinely excited for it, then like more power to you. But these are just like some of the concerns that I have whenever I hear a sequel for a series, especially with one that wrapped up the way that Fairy Tail did. So yeah, let's talk about some of the concerns and problems I would potentially have with this. So I think when you say you want to work on a sequel for for anything, that's because that there is more story to tell. You have to give me personally, there has to be a big reason why the story needs to continue. So for example, I say Naruto Shippuden, that getting technically the Shippuden is the sequel to the original Naruto, right? Um, in my opinion, that is totally, a warranted sequel because, Naruto still hadn't found Sasuke. And then there was also the threat of the Akatsuki that still hadn't been dealt with. We had only met, like, I think, two out of the nine Akatsuki in the original Naruto series. So, of course, even after the original Naruto, there was still more story to tell. So, my biggest concern and worry is what is there possibly left to tell in this story without it feeling like Mashima's just pulling stuff out of his ass, because you've already dealt with Zeref and Acnologia, the biggest villains in the series. Don't tell me that there was somebody out there that's even greater than those two, you know what I mean? So, like, first of all, if you do introduce a grown up Natsu and grown up everybody in the guild, who could they possibly fight that would be a challenge to them once they're older? So the Book of End has already been, that story has been dealt with. Zeref and Acnologia are done. The whole secret about the dragons and finding them, that's done. The entire Barm Alliance is destroyed and in shambles. So it's like I don't see what else, or just the point of a sequel. Like what is there left that needs to be said? What are the other unanswered questions, I guess, is what I'm trying to get out. Like I feel like we, no matter, like, whether or not we like them or not, I feel like we've gotten most of the answers, like, to the major mysteries in the series, I guess. So yeah, like I just don't really know. So I think for like my biggest hope for this fairy tale secret is that Mashima finally, like, takes the opportunity to explore, the fairy tale world, like not just stay in I forgot, is it Magnolia or Fiore, whichever one's the country. Like, can we please go to like different countries? Um the In the Alvarez Empire arc, when we spent a couple chapters over there, that was so refreshing to be, in somewhere completely different from where the other, like 400 chapters have basically taken place, right? Um, so I really do hope that he takes the advantage to explore the world. What are wizards like in other countries? Explore their culture and just how they're different compared to the people in Magnolia and Fiore. I think that would be really interesting. Um, do they have their own dark alliances over there? Just how powerful are the wizards in other places? Like, I really hope that in this sequel, he touches on that, because I feel like that was extremely lacking in the original Fairy Tale. So I think that's my biggest hope. I really hope. I also I also really hope that he doesn't decide to pull a Boruto and make the series just focused on Natsu and Lucy and Gray and everybody else's children. I really, really don't want him to do that, because it would just be, in my opinion, if he does do a sequel and it's just focused on the children of Fairy Tail, then I feel like it's just going to be an even more lighthearted version of Fairy Tail. And Fairy Tail is already pretty damn lighthearted. I wouldn't want it to be even more. I wouldn't want it to be even more than it already is. So I really hope that if he does introduce the children, please do not make them the focus of the story. That's all I ask. So I guess that's pretty much it for the video. I guess just my major point is if Mashima can present something that truly warrants Fairy Tail needing to have a sequel, if there is some unanswered mystery or something out there that needs to be addressed that he didn't get to address in the original series, then sure, I'll be for it. But right now, like, I don't know. So if you guys have any ideas of like what the sequel could possibly like, I don't know, like expand upon, like I just don't know. I just don't know what this sequel could possibly, add to Fairy Tail without it feeling like it's being milked or something like that. Like I'm not sure, man. Yeah, I don't know. Cuz like the only thing I could think of is like the one magic, like did that even get addressed in the original series? Like I don't think that ever really got addressed after Tenro, right? So like I don't know, I guess if he wants to, dive into that for the sequel, then I guess I'd be okay with that. But like could you really make like a huge manga just out of that one plot point? I don't know. Um so yeah, if you guys have any ideas on what could possibly be, like the big goal in the sequel, then leave it down below. I would love to see what you guys are thinking for this. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for the video. I just wanted to give my 2 cents about Mashima working on this sequel. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.